Okay. Hey guys. Mason here. It's the end of February, but things are really looking up. Maybe riding season's around the corner, which makes me think, holy crap, I better get on with some maintenance on the KLR. The main thing I want to do is check the valves again. We're going to install the Thermo bob. We're going to put the Phillips Motovision in on the low beam side, and then we're going to do an oil change. And when it all goes back together, we're going to put it back together with the Desmo parts, stainless steel fastener kit. So I'm excited about that, and I think the stainless is going to look pretty sharp on the black bike. But that's the list, so I'm going to start tearing into this thing. I thought I would just have a quick look at it here as it sits right now. And maybe I should take some pictures because it's almost all black bolts on black right now. I'm pretty sure it does almost all of them. All these will be done around pretty much everything you can see, I think. I'm not entirely sure what's in it. I haven't dug into it yet, but we're about to find out. So there's the preview. I'm going to snap some pickies and start tearing into it. Okay, that's the worst of it. We're down to the inside now. Now I have to take off the fan and pull these pucks. I'm gonna blow everything off here so there's no dust that can drop down into the motor. Give everything a wipe down, and then we're ready to pull this head. Check the valves. All right. Okay, that's everything off. That didn't take long, and we're ready to pop the head and check the valves. Easy peasy. All right, here we go. And this is the part that only has one way, and I can never remember what that way is. And sometimes it comes out, and sometimes it doesn't. There it is. That wasn't so bad. And the corresponding bolts to the holes. So that'll stay there now until we're done. And there's the inside, guys. Now we're going to turn it to top dead center. We do that over on the other side. That's in here. So this is where the big old Canadian coins come in handy. There it goes, and I bent a loonie. Holy crap. There's no reason for that to be that tight. I didn't tighten it that tight last time. Look at that, I have to put that in the vise to straighten her out. Then you pull these caps off, the big one and the little one at the top, and in the top is where we're going to watch for the T for top dead center, and this is the bolt we're going to turn. It's going to be right there. That, I believe, is top dead center. Let's have a look at these lobes. Yep. They're both pointing out. Means the valves are released or closed. The springs are holding them closed now. What I'm doing here is checking my valve shims to find the right feeler.
They look all the same.
See, this one's fitting. So these are both 0.20. I'm in spec this year. We are good. Good for another season on the valves. Now listen guys, there's a lot more information on this online. If you go on the forums, this is where I got all these printouts. I also got shim calculators. There's a valve shim calculator online, and you put them in, you put in what you have and what shims you have, and it tells you what new shims you need for your resulting clearance. Valve check. Check. You can button that back up. That's awesome. I don't even have to pull them off. Squid's out here helping me today. So now we have to let the bike down off the stand because we have to take the belly pan off to get the water pump off to do this next section of the project, which is installing the Thermo bob. Well, she's got some pretty good dings in her. Don't tell Mrs. Mason about this, guys. This will get me in shit. There. Guess I better ditch this, before the kids use it on the dishes. There's the old thermostat. Okay. There's the hose. This here, guys, is the Desmo parts bolt kit, and other than ordering it, I know nothing about it. I haven't even looked into it. But this is where, when I go to do the Thermo bob here, this is where I'm going to start replacing some of the bolts. The ones on the water pump are the ones that I need right now. So one screw for the front, one M635 in bag L, M635 cap, M680 cap. That one is the front one for the water pump. We will check that right now. Yes. Now, before I get too far on that, I think I have to cut one of those hoses, so let's not get the cart in front of the horse. But there, that's that started. Ooh, look at that. Some bling on the KLR. All right, let's get back to this. The O-ring goes in there where the old thermostat was. Okay, Thermo bob's on, it's installed, looks good, everything's torqued. These 3 bolts have been changed to the new kit while I was going, These are the ones that were supplied with the Thermo bob. Coolant's back in. I'm gonna put the tank on. I'm gonna start and run the bike, check the rad again, and let it do a heat cycle and make sure it comes up to pressure and everything's good. And then I'm gonna start replacing some of the motor casing bolts while I have this apart, and we'll go from there. All right. So here's today's update. Yesterday I got the valve check done, everything was good. They're right in the center of spec, so I'm going to leave them for the year. Doohickey adjustment done. I installed the Thermo bob on the bike, right up in there. I put in the Philips Motovision bulb, a nice bright white light with an orange glow. Well there. To be perfectly honest, I can't seem to see that orange. But the light is white and it's nice and bright. It's not an LED, so I didn't have to get into cutting the rubber boots inside. I'm not real big on that because I do get into a lot of wet. So I just dropped the fairing off the front, changed the bulb. It was super easy. 4 bolts, 2 here and 2 down underneath in here, and this whole thing just slides off. Much easier than the way I did the bulb last time, which was removing the front fender and reaching up in and trying to do it where you can't see. So this was a lot simpler. Next, I've started on the Desmo parts screw kit. Now, I bought both. I bought the motor and the body kit. The motor kit does all these that you see around the water pump, oil filter cap, and all the case bolts, and it does them for both sides. As you can see, there's more on this side because there's an inner case and an outer case. It also came with the bolts for the front sprocket cover, and then the body kit I've started on, but I'm not done that. It comes with all these new ones for the tank. It comes with the 2 up there for the gas cap. If you have the OEM rear rack on, it's got all the bolts for that. These ones for the chain guard, these have all been done. But there's a lot more to the kit than I'm doing because a lot of this stuff I've already changed. I've done the drill through rear frame bolt, and it came with a heavy duty bottom rear subframe bolts. So those have been done. I'm not going to change them because those are super strong. And the ones that came with this rack, that's already been done, so I'm not going to change those. So what's happening is, it's kind of cool because I'm being left with a whole bunch of spares. I still have to do all the body. As the body goes back together, it'll all be put together with the Allens, with the new Allen head bolts. And when I put my front screen back on, this will all be done with the new Allen bolts. So it should look pretty sharp. A couple of reasons. One is it looks good, I think. Now that's personal preference. The second reason is that they're all stainless, so the cap heads won't rust. If you get into the damp or you get into the water like I do, you don't have to worry about any of the heads of the bolts starting to rust, which was starting to happen with some of the stuff I had. The third thing is that almost the entire bike now will be Allen keys. So it's Allen to take off all the body panels, any of the cases. I think it actually comes with the heads for your bar clamps. There's enough that I could switch out these ones for the mounts for this. Anyway, it comes with a ton of stuff. And if you were to try to source all this individually, which I had started to do, it takes forever. And it's quite expensive. Not that this is cheap, but now I have all these extra stainless bolts kicking around and tons of well nuts. It really is a good kit. And now I have to rework my toolkit because I want to make sure that I have the proper sized Allen heads to run with it so I can do it all on the fly. And it should simplify the teardown procedure. So that's an added bonus, or an added benefit. I've checked my wheel bearings and I've decided I'm not going to do them right now. I bought the Moose Racing wheel bearings, front and rear kit, but those are going to wait. I'm going to put on my new EBC brake pads, front and rear. And other than that, I'm getting through it. I just have to put it back together again. But I'm not in a rush to do that because as I go, I'm starting to change all these bolts. So I want to make sure that I have all those done first. I need to check my chain. I want to clean it again really good. Check the adjustment. It's got new tires on it. I think I'm just about ready to go this year. So there's the update. I will check back in with you guys later if I do anything else to it. But if I don't, that's about it. And the next time you see it, hopefully it's on the road. Right on. Catch you guys in a bit. Bye for now. Hey guys, if you liked that video, hit the thumbs up button for us. It goes a long way towards helping out the channel. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button in the upper corner for new videos every Sunday. Be glad to have you along for the ride.